Hi guys, and welcome to a mod installation tutorial. So today we're going to be learning how to do and basically install the mods that I use. So if anybody else is kind of looking just for a general mods tutorial, this isn't really a general mods tutorial, but this will be how to install, for example, Forge, shaders, Optifine, Camera Studio, also using Lite Loader onto that to get World Edit CUI, those kind of ones. So as you can see, I'm kind of in-game. This is for 1.7.2. So again, if you are finding me any other way and you want other ones, this one just won't kind of help you. But what I do have, of course, is I've got Optifine, so you've got the full kind of amount of options. Also got shaders here, as you can see. Camera Studio mod, I can actually show you quickly. There we go. So if we do P, and then do another P over here. Not literally, but I'll do like cam start. Actually, I need to turn off recording, and I have got the actual recording dependencies on, so I can actually, well, not dependencies, but you can actually record. So there you go, you can see that Camera Studio is working with those on 1.7.2. And of course, the other major one is World Edit and World Edit CUI, and the World Edit CUI will just allow you to basically see this box as you've got here, so you can see that that's working, and you can get to the metadatas, for example, in Conquest, and we can get those kind of ones like that. So that's kind of what we're going to be going over today. And obviously this is kind of just for 1.7.2. I'm not going to claim it as anything else. I know that a lot of other mod tutorials do say that they'll work for later versions. I have no idea, and it probably won't work for earlier versions either. So it's a very specific tutorial, but just for 1.7.2. So let's get started. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is we are going to make sure that Minecraft is closed. Make sure that this is completely closed off. Now, there is going to be some links in the description. If they are broken, do tell me and I'll update them. But these are up to date as kind of when I'm actually kind of posting this tutorial. So you've got Minecraft Forge. What this is it's the main kind of big... It's a big mod that makes mods work with each other, basically. Then you have Optifine. That's the whole extended options. It also allows you to get to the metadatas. It also just increases your FPS in general. Then, of course, we have the shaders mod. That's a really good mod. You do need shader packs with these, and I'll show you which one I recommend. You also have Camera Studio mod. This will allow you to actually record in-game, for example, time lapses. That's what I use. Lite Loader. This is something that can actually use with Forge, and that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be chaining it in with Forge. It's basically the same as kind of like Forge, but a slightly smaller one. But that can work with Forge to actually get the other mods, which are World Edit Wrapper, which will give you World Edit. It won't give you single-player commands, so you won't be able to do the like speed, fly really fast. But since single-player commands hasn't been updated in a while, this is the kind of workaround, and also the CUI, which will allow you to actually visually see, as you can see here. There you go, you got a couple of examples, and I had no idea you could actually do a spheroidal selection mode. So you can see that there's quite a lot you can do, which I had no idea you could actually do it. But okay, so the first thing you actually need to do is go into and start up your Minecraft launcher. We're going to just do new profile, for example, and we're going to do 1.7.2. And on use version, make sure that you kind of, as you can see here, you can either have that select or not, I don't really care. But just go on to release 1.7.2. That's what you'll need. Doesn't really matter about this, I'll explain this later, but I'm giving it 8 gigs of RAM. And you just need to do save profile and run this one first. You need to make sure that you run Minecraft 1.7.2. This will download all of those kind of files. If you don't do this, you won't be able to install Forge. So there we go, I've just started up that. And as you can see, we're back into kind of normal. No shaders, no nothing. This is completely blank, 1.7.2. So if we just come out that completely, what we're going to do is we're going to just download all of the mods that we need first. We might as well do this in one go. It'll mean it'll be a little bit easier. But if you go to the Minecraft Forge downloads page, again, link in the description. And what I'm going to go for is the 1.7.2 latest. Now, I am doing this on Windows. I honestly don't know how it works on other ones because I don't have any of the other operating systems. But what I'm going to be doing is going for the installer, and you can see that there's actually 2 of these. I always just go for this one, it doesn't seem to matter at all. That will then take you to the ad fly page where you get to see an advert. Never click on anything in here at all. This is all a lie, it's just an advert, but what you want to do is where it goes on to the top, it has skip ad, press that, and you do want to keep, this will get you Forge. So what I've done is I've created a folder on my desktop, just called tutorial mods, and I'm just going to throw that into here. So that's number 1. We can then close that one off. The next one you want to go to is Optifine. So Optifine is the kind of allow you to see the metadata, connected textures, that kind of stuff, as well as improving your FPS. And you can see that there's loads and loads of different versions for future versions of Minecraft, or not future versions of Minecraft, later versions. If you go down here, you'll get hit with a load of different options. What I generally go for is the Ultra, but of course you could go for Standard. It depends on how fast your machine is. If you find that when you're actually done this tutorial and it's a little bit too laggy still, you can always switch from Optifine Ultra to the Standard one instead. Both will work. So I'm going to go for D3, and this was actually updated, at least on the time and this was made, which was on the 12th, was when it recorded, pretty recently. So this is actually more recent than the version I actually had before. And again, press either the download or the mirror. I'm going to press the mirror this time. There you go. Cut with this. Again, an advert, but this is the one you want, this one right in the middle. So don't click on any of these two or whatever else is around. Just that link there. That will then let it download. And again, shove that into your tutorial mods folder. And then close that. And the next one you want to go to is the shaders mod updated by Karyonix. So at the beginning I did actually show the wrong one, and I do have to apologise about that. It's just the first one that came up. So you can see here that on this page, and I'll link directly to this page, you actually have Forge version, and that's the one we're going to be using. And you can see GLSL shaders mod, version 1.4. And you can see here compatible with Minecraft 1.1. And probably 1.72, not 1.1, sorry. And then again, just click on one of the download links. It will go to a big advert page where, okay, that one we will not go on. If you do get this, literally just go back and try the mirror link instead. So there you go, link 2. Try this one, and then that should take you, after you go through the skip ad, onto this page. And then you can do keep again and tutorial mods. You can grab that and throw that into your folder here. So now we've got all of the we've got almost all of them. Almost forgot about the next one, so we'll go on to Camera Studio. So this again is for time lapses, for nice fly-throughs, smooth things like that, and it is compatible with 1.7.2. So we need to find, there's 2 files for this. There we go, onto download links. So I'm actually going to right click here and do open a new tab, and obviously you want the 1.7.2 version. So if you grab this, I'll close that one, and there you go, you can see this dependency here. If you want to record video with this mod, you also need this. So if you grab that one as well, and that one just goes directly to the link there. So this one's a little bit bigger, so what I'm going to do is I'll just speed through this until it's actually downloaded. Okay, so again, just grab that one and put it into the folder. Throw it in there. We've now got all of the Forge mods, so that's the first kind of step. You could obviously get all the Lite Loader stuff and actually install it there. We're actually going to be doing that as a kind of step 2. And we'll make sure that this works. Okay, and then what you want to do is you want to go into your tutorial mods folder wherever you stored all of those kind of Forge based mods, and you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in total, at least at the minute. Obviously, if you're not installing any of them, maybe you just want Optifine and shaders, then that's absolutely fine as well. But you'll double click on Forge. What this will do is it'll start up a kind of little mod installation system installer. It will default to where you normally have your kind of Minecraft, your app data. Roaming one there, install client, yep. That'll then just run this here, successfully installed. What you need to do, and this is very important, is go into Minecraft, and you need to start it just with Forge on its own without installing any mods at all, and that's quite a big important one. So what will happen now is when you click the profile, you have Forge, and you might have to re-log in, there you go. And what you'll see now is it's pointing at that Forge kind of modded one that we actually have there, so you can just save that. And we're just going to play this. And what this will do first time is it might take a little bit of time just to kind of install everything, or initialize everything, I guess. So, as you can see, starting up. And then what I'll do is I'll just maximize this so you can see it a bit better. What this will do is you'll see down here that you now have Minecraft 1.7.2 and you'll have MCP, all of this kind of stuff. And you also notice a new tab here, which is mods, and you can see that we've got Minecraft Forge installed there. You don't need to start a new game or anything. We currently haven't got any of the extra options or anything. It's just basically 1.7.2 ready to have those mods in. So we'll just do quick game again. That's quite an important step. And I'm just going to grab this and move it over a little bit. And what you will need to do is find your mods folder within Minecraft. So when you go into Minecraft here, you should now have this mods folder. I do have mod storage because when I'm messing around with mods, I kind of save them all into another folder just called mod storage, but that's a kind of personal choice. If you don't know how to get to this, there is a quicker way. Obviously you can do the %% app data thing. But if I just start up Minecraft again, you can actually then go to, and again I'll maximize this, you can go to options, do resource packs, and just like you do open resource pack folder, that'll actually bring you to the same place. So I'm actually going to close Minecraft completely here. But if you just go back, you should now have this little folder here called mods. If you don't, just right click new folder and make sure that it's all in lowercase. And this should be completely empty, but what we're going to do is we are going to grab Optifine, drag that and put that in there, and I'm actually going to keep a copy over here, so I'm just going to do copy, so there we go. Throw those two in there, and we're also going to grab both of these Camera Studio ones and throw them in there as well. And now what we do is we'll just open up Minecraft normally, and yet again it'll just be on the same kind of Forge profile here, so you don't need to change any of the profiles, it's just within Forge itself. So we'll just start this up and I'll show you what is actually going on. And then what you should have, and we'll just open up this here, is if you now go to mods, you'll notice that there's Optifine and Camera Studio. I don't think shaders comes under anything, but you should see in here that you've got shaders. And then again, there's a load of shader packs, and the one I actually recommend is SEUS. This is the actual one, Ultra Depth of Field. That's the one I actually use, so I'm just going to turn that on. Now got all of this Optifine kind of options type things, and make sure that on quality you've got connected textures and fancy. And if we just go back into this map here, let's have a look. So there we go, shaders. We've got shaders, we've got Optifine, and we've got Camera Studio. So I'm just going to do Camera Studio here. So we just got that, it's off, and you can see this is where the dependency part comes in. If you do want to record, there is quite a good tutorials online, but I'm more than happy to make one on Camera Studio. But if you just do, there you go, P, and press P as well, and then do cam start, I don't know, 5 seconds or something like that. There we go, so we've got those 3 done. But what we don't have is world edit, so currently if we hit something with an axe, it disappears. Which means that these kind of extra blocks I won't be able to get back, because they're slightly different than metadatas. So again, come out of this, all the way out. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go onto the Lite mod. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go onto the Lite Loader part of this. Obviously if there's any other Forge mods, you can just throw them in here. You can throw them in at any time, because you've done the kind of hard bit. But what you do is you go to this page, and then if we just scroll down here, we want Lite Loader installer for Minecraft 1.7.2, and download the exe. This will just make it a little bit easier. So yeah, click on that one. And then again, wait until that loads, and we're just going to grab this and throw it into that mods folder that we had before. We might as well, while we're here, go onto the World Edit Wrapper page, and where is it here? There we go. Download version 1.5 for Minecraft 1.7.2, and we'll just click on that. And then again, throw that one into your mods folder here. And this is just the normal mods, not your kind of storage mods rather than anything else. Then go on to World Edit CUI, and again 1.7.2, and just make sure that's the right version. Click on that, grab that, and you'll want to put that into that folder as well. So now what we need to do is, and I'll just make this a little bit bigger so you can definitely see it. So this is all of our kind of storage here. We've got Lite Loader installer 1.7.2. Make sure that your Minecraft is closed. We're going to double click on this, do OK. And now what you'll have is this button. This button is really important. If you just do it normally without clicking that, it'll just install it as a different profile. What we want it to do is we want it to work with Forge, at the same time. So we want to do chain to Minecraft Forge, and again you've got your file path down here, and you'll see that there's two different versions, and I actually need to double check, but I'm pretty sure that's because I had an older version on, so I'm pretty sure it's this one. You guys will probably have only one, but if you do need to check, if you go into, here we go, mods, Minecraft versions, and there you go, you can see the Forge version there. It's just a residual one from some other time, but that's what you should have, like this. There you go, you can see the 1147. So that's the one we definitely want. We're going to do OK, and it's done. It's ridiculously quick. And again, what we're going to do is, just to make sure, and I usually do this after each mod, I usually actually check it, make sure that it's working. It kind of makes everything a little bit easier. But what you'll now have in profile is Lite Loader. So, oh, and you'll probably need to log in yet again. And what you'll see now is you've got this Lite Loader one here. It'll just come up as that. And if we just do, yeah, save profile, restart that one, make sure that that's working with Forge and also with Lite Loader. And what you should now have, and I'll just maximize this again, you'll notice that it doesn't increase the mods over here, but what you do have is this. So you can see that we haven't got any mods installed with Lite Loader, but we've definitely got Forge, and we've definitely got Lite Loader, so that's correct, and if you chain it, it will work. So let's cancel out of that, and again we'll go into our mods, kind of tutorial mod place, wherever we stored those. And now what we're going to do is we're going to grab the World Edit CUI and World Edit Wrapper, and actually we're going to copy those, and again put them just directly in the mods folder. And now what we should have is all of these kind of folders here. You'll notice as well, Camera Studio creates an extra little folder, I guess. I think this is for pathing, and also this 1.7.2 folder appears. I have no idea what that one relates to, but if we just start up Minecraft again, and this is the only one we now need, so I'm just going to go into Profile Editor, and we don't need the Forge one, so I'm actually going to right click and delete Profile for that one. And I'm just going to leave those 1.7.2. I don't really need a vanilla version anymore, I've got the mod version. But if we just go back into here, edit profile, I'm actually going to change this. If you go into GVM arguments, what this is how much RAM you want to actually give it. Now I've got 64 gigs of RAM on my machine, so I actually give Minecraft 24. But make sure that it's not more than you're going to have. Say if you have 8 gigs of RAM, probably give Minecraft 2 to 3 gigs. We won't want to make it give it too much. But obviously that's well under half, so that's my kind of rule, just go well under half. So then save, and then we're going to play, and here we go, it's just started up. So what we should now have is, of course, all of our Forge mods, and if you click on Lite Loader, here we go, we got World Edit CUI and World Edit Wrapper, and with the CUI you can actually change a couple of settings. It's got all these different colours, for example. You can mess around with that forever. But if we just go back into this map, and it will load up after a second. Now we have, yeah, we got shaders. We already know that we've got Camera Studio because it's come up in the chat bar. But what we need to check out is, there we go, World Edit and World Edit CUI. So we've got those ones for 1.7.2, and they should all be working. Well, actually, I'll just set this as like, I don't know, 5. There we go. So we've just set that as 5, and undo. So that's all working. Deselect that. And that means also that you have access to the replacer tool. So I usually use a stick for this. You can do /repl, I don't know, 19 or something. And then there you go, you can change like these. You can right click, and this one's really useful as well. So that's pretty much it. We've got kind of all the mods that I use personally. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed the tutorial. If you do get stuck, try and watch that section back quite clearly. The main ones that you need to look out for are, of course, Lite Loader, and making sure that that installs correctly, and actually chains across. But if you do get stuck, I'll try and help you as much as I can. And actually, I haven't showed you which shader pack I actually prefer. So the ones that you actually use, and if you go back into your kind of main folder, what you have here is shader packs, and there's a load of them here. The one that I do kind of use a lot is SEUS version 10.1 Ultra Depth of Field. So what this does is, and why it's different than the normal ones, if you're kind of right next to a block and you're looking up here, you can see that the grass block is now blurry, and now you can see, especially over there on the trees, that they've all gone blurry. So that's why I kind of like that one. There is obviously the motion blur version, which will do lots of this and if you move around a lot, it's a bit like crazy. So I'm not too keen on that one. And then obviously you've got all of these other shader packs as well, cartoon shaders, and well, that's just a normal one, or normal SEUS one. But yeah, there's a couple of them which are quite good, but I just generally prefer to have kind of SEUS, because this one, as you can see, the water is still really good. I actually really like the waves and how it changes there. But if we have a look at it on SEUS's, you can see that it's just everything's really, really nice. So, yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Again, if you get stuck, give me a message and I'll try and help as much as I can, but I won't be able to help you massively. Just make sure that you're really clear at where you got stuck. But if you did enjoy it, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one.